China Song Dynasty Level 4. Paper. Song China became the first state to authorize printed paper money as legal tender.
All right, I'm Max, still out here trying to make sense of my economics degree through YouTube. So, in the last video, we watched how empires can debase the value of their own coins. Same king's face on the money, but less actual money inside. As for this level, well, money stops being metal entirely. Professor Stickbot takes us to Song Dynasty China, 1024 AD, where someone had the wildest idea in financial history. What if money isn't something you hold, it's something you trust? This is level 4. Paper. Let's see if I can pass my degree with a little help from YouTube.
You wake up in a revolution that feels almost too strange to trust. Metal is no longer the whole story. Paper begins taking on monetary power. If you come from a coin world, this feels suspicious immediately. A coin feels real because you can feel its weight. A note feels vulnerable because it depends on belief. You cannot melt a note for useful metal. You cannot test its worth with your teeth. You cannot admire its heaviness. And that is exactly why it changes everything. Paper is light. Paper travels. Paper scales. Paper lets merchants move large value without hauling dangerous quantities of metal across distance. The physical burden of money shrinks. Commerce breathes easier. The world gets faster again. At first, you hate the idea. Then you use it once. Then you use it twice. Then you begin realizing that the old comfort of metal is losing a race against the practical genius of abstraction. This is one of the deepest shifts in financial history. Money is moving away from being valuable because of what it is made of, and toward being valuable because institutions can persuade people to trust the claim it represents. With metal, you ask, what is this worth as matter? With paper, you ask, who stands behind this promise? That question turns out to be much bigger, because once money becomes primarily a promise, power starts concentrating around the institutions that can issue, regulate, and sustain that promise. You still hold something in your hand, but belief is now embedded inside the object. A note can look unchanged while the confidence behind it rises or weakens. That creates an entirely new kind of emotional economy. You can still possess the object while the object's force shifts around you. That is modern in a very ancient way. And paper does something else to your imagination. It makes large-scale trade feel normal. You stop thinking only in terms of what one person can physically transport. You begin thinking in systems, routes, networks, flows, distant settlements, administrative reach. The map itself feels smaller because value has become easier to move across it. Every money upgrade does that. It changes not just purchasing power, it changes mental geography. Now the world feels more connected and more dependent on trust than ever. Money is now a promise.
All right. That's level 4 done. Next time, Professor Stickbot takes us to Renaissance Florence, Italy, a really long time ago, where a family called the Medici family figured out that money doesn't even need to exist physically in order to make you rich. They turned money into movement. Spoiler alert, that's when money became information. Subscribe so you don't miss it. I hope my actual economics professor at college subscribes. And tell me honestly in the comments, would you have trusted a piece of paper over a silver coin? Because your answer right now is probably going to be the same answer that decided whether entire economies and civilizations of people lived or died. See you in the next level.